Hello.
Hello.
Very excited to not be starting in a fight and also ending in a fight.
In the same fight.
Quite the
That was a battle.
yeah.
Yep, well, that was a real knockdown, drag-out slobber knocker.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't leave in a panic. We left in an orderly, scared manner.
Yes.
Yeah,
Tactical retreat, if you will.
exactly. A
Efficiently.
tactical retreat.
Yes.
A
Efficiently.
strategic withdrawal.
Yeah, there we go.
And no one gets my references.
Yeah. Yes. Dori was planning on asking for things like, names.
Oh, I
Hammer
like that
lad.
name.
Okay.
Fitting.
We don't have any gimmicks like that. Unless having multiple clerics is a gimmick.
Yeah.
If I ever get killed, I'm running a cleric next character just to fuck up the ratio.
I don't know. You're already practically running a cleric. As a
Nah.
druid.
Nah, clerics are way less focused in turning into chipmunks.
Well, there is that.
Hey.
I can satisfy any chipmunk-related needs, though. That's all on me. Happy to help out with that.
Yeah. It is. We gotta have that ability to have someone be a chipmunk.
Yep. Chipmunks are.
Otherwise, you won't have a chipmunk when you need one.
Nope.
Quite important.
Yes, which we do need to identify.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dori is ready to go with the identifies.
Yes, we had to pick things up quickly.
We've identified the reading glasses, and I think that's just about it.
Yeah.
I'll post a list of what we've gathered so far. I was not told what those were.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I have written down for things that we've grabbed. I have not consolidated most things, so there are multiple scrolls in there because there are multiple scrolls. I'm sure they do. So it looks like we've got 2, 5, 6 scrolls in total.
Huh. Actually, a fair amount of trinkets from that dungeon.
Yep.
I was
Well,
just
we
writing
were,
down everything we grabbed.
and part of that was we were lifting everything.
True.
Lantern has an entire trap and alarm assembly in her inventory.
Yep.
I mean, she wanted the bell.
And
Why not get a
I
bell
always-
plus extra?
you know.
Oh, I also have this on a separate line. Yes.
Yes.
I do have a shitload of diagrams and stuff. Like, I listed all of the stuff that I have and will be turning it over to the authorities.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a potion of a deep red fluid, which is probably not a healing potion. Another healing potion. 6 scrolls. Silver ring with an emerald. Spider chicken blood in the liver. We already know that those aren't magical in nature, but good for alchemy. The emerald glasses of minute seeing, which we identified.
Serves him right.
Yep.
That's
Look,
what he gets for making skeletons. Don't make skeletons, God.
if he was going to apologize for locking us in a room filled with spider chickens, he shouldn't have just run away in the first place.
Yep.
No respect for this guy.
Not a lot.
Scoff at him.
Turn into a chipmunk? I can do that.
I'm going to consolidate these scrolls and just write 6.
Yeah, the scrolls, the potion.
I think those are the
ring.
yeah.
I think those are the things that we have to identify.
Those are the only 7 things I think that I don't know if the ring is magical.
Silver ring with an emerald.
Okay.
Just valuable. I like that.
All right, I will add that to dungeon loot.
Looks like that just leaves the scrolls and whatever.
That one deep red potion.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Ooh.
$2K gold.
Cool.
So that means we got 2K or 2,030 gold out of the dungeon. Ew.
Yeah.
We did not.
I guess we can turn it in as proof? I don't know.
Would you feel
I don't know,
better?
it's
If
something
we,
we can.
would you feel better if we put it in a jar? I could put it in a jar with some cheesecloth and wax over it.
That'll work. Seal it. Seal the
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah, seal the evil.
Yeah.
While you guys are identifying things, Lantern will be taking one of the ceramic jars and some of the beeswax and some of the cheesecloth. And once she has placed the symbol in it, without trying not to touch it directly, she uses like tongs. She labels the jar as evil.
Look, we
I'm
don't have
adding
the
one
proper
jar of evil to inventory.
we don't have the proper materials to actually seal something magical, but we can put it into something so no one's coming into direct contact with it.
And that way, if somebody does mess with it, we'll know because they had to, you know, the wax.
So, does anyone need the spellbook ink or the sheets of very fine paper?
I think we sell those.
Cool, I will add them to dungeon loot. I'm just trying to keep things organized.
Yep.
No, I do have some paper that's totally normal, except it's from a dungeon. But I don't write spells down, so I don't think I need the fancy spell paper.
Yeah, that's very much the way Dori feels about it.
Lantern, were you keeping the alarm bell trap?
Oh yeah, that's in my inventory.
Alright, cool, I'm going to delete it out of mine. Boop. You know, it's a good thing we grabbed some clothes.
Something I'm willing to
Some of
move.
us-
Something I'm willing to move from my inventory to the dungeon loot is one vial of spider chicken blood and a spider chicken liver.
Alright.
I don't think I need to be carrying them around.
Yeah.
I'm going to be using several castings of the cantrip Mending, but that's probably not going to fix it so much as stave the problem off till later.
Yes.
Well,
Dori is foreseeing a shopping trip in her future and wondering how many people want to come along with.
We'll have to figure that out when we get to town.
Yep.
with all these holes in my clothes, it's amazing I wasn't hurt more.
Alright, I am pretty sure Lantern also has those 15 empty vials.
Yes, Lantern is also happy to move the 15 empty vials to the group storage.
Okay, I'll add them to dungeon loot. Unless anybody wants to keep them for any reason.
I think we should. I mean, I think we should keep them, but I don't think I need to keep them specifically. I think we should just have them on hand for things we want to put in vials.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will move them up to not dungeon loot.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, we can probably do that when we get back to town, though, and not out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Which we don't want to do.
No.
Probably.
That's a bit of a waste of Healing
Healing
potion.
potion, yes.
Little bit. All right, so we've got 2 decks of cards and 3 sets of game dice.
Yeah.
Did anybody want them?
Hmm.
I don't know,
Nope.
Bruno.
All right,
You have
cool.
enough cards and dice? Bruno?
Bruno accidentally hit the mute button on his mic on his headset.
That's why Bruno wasn't responding.
Bruno could use a set of game dice.
All right, well then we have 2 card games and 2 game dice in the dungeon loot. Even if we only get coppers for it, it is money.
Exactly.
Right. The fruity hardtack is the group thing. Because it is fruity.
I think the scrolls should probably be where we start. Oh, actually, no. The wand and the dagger. Let's do those first. Yeah.
Yeah, those could be useful. They could all be useful, actually.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yes.
All right. The healing potion is a healing potion. We know that.
Hmm. Yeah, the wand, and then I'll do the dagger.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
We have 15 empty vials, and then we also have 12 glass vials with no stoppers.
We need to get stoppers.
Right?
Oops.
So we have 27 glass vials. It's just that 12 of them we can't close.
That's a whoops moment.
A little bit.
Okay.
I hate that.
Oh, okay. The wand is a wand of magic detection with 3
That's
charges. Yeah. And cast detect magic regains 1d3 charges every dawn. The dagger, Dori's really liking the dagger. It is called a spell talon. It's a curved blade that can be used by a bard, sorcerer, or wizard. Can be used as an arcane focus. And spells cast through it deal an additional 1d6 necrotic.
okay. That's pretty strong.
Well, we don't have a wizard or a sorcerer, but I did notice there was a different word on that list that we do have.
Yes, there was, which is why Dori's going, ooh.
That was how much necrotic?
1d6.
1d6.
I think we can all agree that goes to Dori.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
And the wand was what?
Wand of magic detection. 3 charges. Cast detect magic. Regains 1d3 charges every dawn. And then we got ourselves 6 scrolls.
How many charges does it have total?
3.
3.
I don't know how many it has currently, but it has all 3. Okay. Okay.
Both of those are very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Very useful.
Does that wand require attunement?
It doesn't say.
No? Alright. Does the dagger require attunement?
Yes.
Alright. I'm just like adding that to my bare bones descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Those are both good items.
Very nice, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Well, I don't think any of us are going to argue with the bunny taking the dagger.
Oh, no, it sounds like that goes to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dori has more than earned it.
You.
And I guess the wand can go to anybody who wants to use it, or we can add it to the dungeon loot as maybe as part of the charge, and they take less money. But we should see what the scrolls are first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am assuming we're like doing all the identifying on the way back to town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, since I think each cast without using a spell slot takes 10 minutes, right?
Yes. Which I do.
Right? There's no reason to not ritual cast identify on our loot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over and over again. Okay. Where on the sheet do you tell it what is... Oh, there it is. Never mind. I found it. Still on the first page. Got it.
Well, on the way back, can do some more uh, foraging nature practice with the lantern.
Lantern is very excited to tell you all about all of the different things that you can eat out here. What am I rolling? Survival to teach. Foraging.
Yeah.
All right, I will roll a survival check.
Right. Not great.
It is a 12 to teach you how to find delicious bugs.
A 9 to learn.
Hey, that's a little bit better than Fiona's ability to gain animal handling from Lantern. She seems a little bit more on topic here.
The problem is not her enthusiasm.
Nobody doubts that. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Greater healing? Ooh.
That's pretty good.
Visibility. Animate. Ooh, that's an icky one.
Yeah. Probably gonna sell that or see if the scouts want that as part of payment.
So there's 2 spell scrolls of alarm. Okay.
Well, it can be useful. Now, you have to be the class to cast the spell in order to use a scroll? Or can anybody use a scroll? Okay. Okay.
87.
Yeah, I think we want to get rid of that last scroll as fast as we can. I think so, yeah.
Trying to determine which ones were his. Right?
I guess Animate Dead would be one of them.
That would be my
I
estimate.
think so, yeah.
My guess is one of the alarm cheaters' caution and invisibility, considering he just ran the fuck away.
I also do kind of get the impression that maybe this is not a guy who needs a scroll to reanimate dead.
Yeah,
Probably,
got a
but
point there.
at the same time, those can be useful anyway. You know, if you need to animate the dead when you're out of spell slots.
The fact that this guy apologized as he ran away has Fiona all out of sorts about the situation. She is confused.
Because really, what the hell is this guy's problem anyway?
Right? It's like, if you're going to apologize for what you're doing, why the fuck are you doing it? We do, which we can't translate.
This can speak.
Yeah, I really hope one of the scouts can translate that for us.
There's also the fact that the handwriting in the book seemed to get more frazzled as it got later on, so.
Well, all kinds of reasons for that.
Right. Fiona is just all kinds of about the situation with this Adrian fellow.
That was the book with drawings of a
Gold dragon turning into a red one.
It is in
Yes.
Lantern's inventory as book in Orion taken from followers of Weird Death Goddess, depicting a golden dragon turning into a red dragon and some spider chickens.
Huh.
She also has
Yeah.
letters in Orion taken from the followers of the Weird Death Goddess from both the dormitories and Master's Suite. Rolled up diagrams that look like scrolls but aren't, diagrams of undead monsters, including the Minotaur skeleton we fought and a proposed skeletal bladeling.
You know, now that I stopped to think about it, it's possible that it's likely that Red we saw, Kevin, I think was his name.
Mm-hmm.
Kent. Damn it.
The only name we have for him is Kent.
Yeah, sorry, I mixed it up. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Kent might have been the gold in that book. It's possible.
Yeah, definitely possible.
It's possible Adrian might have been his herald.
Ooh.
That's just a guess on my part, since we can't read the book, but
Yeah. No, that's an interesting one. What race was he?
Ferret.
Ferret.
Ferret. Okay.
As we're traveling back to town, and probably while Dori is in the middle of identifying everything, Fiona will walk over, winding something up in her hand, and set down next to Dori a small music box, and say, "This always helped when I was feeling down at the monastery. No hard. You don't have to feel bad about what happened. All right."
Thank you. I'm been starting to feel better. I keep reminding myself that even if I'm not much in battle, I can still help.
Yes. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses.
And yeah, me beating people up isn't mine.
I've had years of training on how to do that, so.
Yes.
But I could tell you right now, Dori, you put me in a clothing shop, I am out of my depth, and the only thing I want to do is run away. So, trust me, when it comes to fashion, you are so much better than I am.
I just want to be useful.
Dori, I am serious. If you let me, I would repurpose potato sacks.
That's a choice.
Exactly.
Lantern is also not good at comforting people, but she does give you an extra Johnny cake at dinner with a significant nod.
Dori is looking a little bit better. She did, she wrote one letter to her father and then tore it up, but it made her feel better. So.
Yeah, no, Fiona would let that small music box play while you identified and collect it later.
Dori will be trying to identify the song that the music box plays so that she has something to play for Fiona when it looks like she needs it.
It would be like a simple little tune reminiscent of a lullaby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Oh no!
Yay!
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
But no, the music box would play like a simple tune reminiscent of a lullaby.
Okay.
Probably a little bit more rustic than anything fancier you'd find in like a city or anything like that.
Yeah. I'll fiddle with the song a little bit. And when it's, when the music box is back in Fiona's possession and she's not identifying all kinds of stuff. Wow. Yeah,
Scrolls on scrolls.
Scrolls. Yeah, 6 scrolls, a wand, a dagger, and
A potion.
and a potion. Yeah, that's an hour and a half worth of work right there.
Yeah.
No, that's almost 2 hours worth of work right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Getting there.
slowly but surely.
Yeah. We bought at least 3, I know that much.
I think we have 4. Not entirely sure now.
I think number 4 would have cost us 800 gold, and so we decided to get the water tank instead.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That was rough.
That was rough.
As we approach the parking area, Lantern does say in a very serious voice, I think there is something that it is very important that we do while we are here.
What's
Oh.
that?
Party. I think if we go on any further without partying, it's going to be a problem. We need to party.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, we need some proper relaxation, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that was a lot of things. It was informative. It was frightening. It was, all kinds of stuff. None of the things were fun.
No.
Say that again.
Yes.
Don't forget to bring the evil pot with us to the scout.
Don't worry. I will not be leaving this jar of evil in the caravan where it might get all over our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between that and the drawings and all the other crap we collected, there's more than enough proof for the scouts about this cult.
I would think
Right.
so, yeah.
And the
Yep.
fact that they invaded the dungeon.
And they're gonna love having another possible name for these creatures, and the fact that they're in alliance with the cult.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Let's get
Well-
the debriefing over first.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. Onwards. Yay, Scout's office.
Probably halfway there. Vellos looks like he really wants to take flight just to get away from the crowds.
Frankly, he
Tempting.
can just ask Dori. Dori can cast invisibility.
You know, after the 100th stare, he's very tempted.
Lantern waves back at them as though they're looking at her and not at him. Some of them might even notice this. The ones who, where she's not blocked by anybody taller than her, which is anybody in town.
And Vellos still really isn't used to city life.
Or attention.
He's only lived with his family in the middle of the wilderness for most of his life. He's never. This is more people than he's ever seen.
Yep.
He didn't realize there were this many people.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh.
We're at
Poor
the
fellows.
Boy, people here sure are friendly.
Is that what you call it?
Hmm.
Hmm. Yay.
Hello, we have some crazy stuff to report.
We're
Lantern, as if in response, sets down a sealed with cheesecloth ceramic jar labeled as evil. I didn't want to mix it up with one of the jars that didn't have evil in it, because one of those has jam in it, and I don't want to spread evil on toast.
You couldn't spread that evil on toast.
Yeah, I
No.
don't think the evil will spread on toast.
It's not your spreadable kind of evil. At this point, Lantern starts rummaging through her personal effects for all of the many letters, diagrams, and the book.
Long story short, the dungeon had
Been compromised.
yeah.
Taken over.
No.
Worse,
Of cult.
a cult of
Spiteful
the spiteful sister.
They were working
Yeah.
with the spider chickens.
The
The mantis hounds?
They call them bladelings, and they're apparently working with them.
Mhm.
And
There's a
they were
picture of
like-
them in this book that's probably also evil.
and they seem to act like bees and ants, so that there's a queen, and the queen is telepathic. Yeah.
They have. There's still.
She told us to take our shit and get out.
And we
Yeah, there's still a nest of them in the dungeon that we couldn't clear. No, it was
We
too
have no-
dangerous.
We weren't
Scratch
expecting
this
quite
bit
as
for the better
many walking around dead guys. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
maybe if there had been a lot fewer of those and also fewer guys who were bringing them back to life, then we probably could have cleared out the dungeon. But between all of those guys, the dragon guy and the spider chickens, it was a little bit more than this number of people could handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this cult. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah. The one in charge of that location seemed to be a red dragon named Kent.
no, the one in charge of that site was a ferret named Adrian. Kent seemed to be his superior. And
Kent is the one truly in charge, and Adrian was only in charge when Kent is not there.
it's we
No
only
idea.
ever saw and heard Kent.
Also, none of us can read Orion, and all of the paper we found was written in Orion.
Yeah,
Lantern arranges this in 3 stacks, taken from the dormitories, taken from the master room, and taken from the alchemy lab.
Well, in that notebook, there are diagrams or pictures of a gold dragon turning into a red dragon.
yes.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I'd want to be careful who we get doing the translating. Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Not at all.
Role of language comprehension. Not a bad idea.
Mhm.
Well, other than that, we did manage to get some stuff out of that dungeon.
Me neither.
They don't seem to like that name either. No.
The Mantis Hounds seem to have a collective intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
At one point, at one point, it seemed like one afflicted with psychic damage caused others nearby to also take psychic damage.
They don't like vicious mockery.
Also,
No,
it doesn't
right.
matter how many of you are versus how many of them there are. If there's more than one of them in a room, you can't gang up on them. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And we found 2 more big ones that were different from the one in the previous dungeon we ran into. These spit acid and poison. Not just a sticky fluid. Yeah. It'll grow back eventually.
Mhm. Dori kind of shuffles over and stands close to Fiona. Just being supportive.
Anyway. Fiona will start putting some of the stuff they found on the table. Do you want to lay out all 6 of the scrolls?
I'd say you might as well.
Yeah, but put
Yeah.
the animate dead one closer to him.
Alright.
Yeah.
So it's going to be all 6 of the scrolls, the cards, the dice game, the gold, obviously, spellbook ink, the sheets of fine paper, the non-enchanted ring, the spider, or the bladeling blood and blood and liver. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's a liver, says Lantern helpfully. It might be a kidney. I'm pretty sure it's a liver. Yeah, but pretty similar in how gross they are in one of these things.
Alright, so it's the blood.
Lantern does
liver,
not
and-
correct him and say that sometimes kidneys and livers can be very delicious, because if she doesn't tell him, then there's more for her.
Alright. Yes.
Also, you get to eat a heart like an evil queen in a fairy tale.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah.
Huh.
So all 6 of the scrolls are on the table as well.
It's a holy
And-
symbol of the spiteful sister.
Yeah,
We-
weren't really comfortable leaving that just out in the open. Exactly.
Right, which is why it's in a jar clearly labeled evil.
Mhm.
Because she's evil, but she's also a god, and just pitching it felt like it could get us cursed in some way.
Yeah.
I don't know much about gods. I don't particularly want to earn favor with her.
No.
You sure he'd go that low? I could see him finding it funnier going a bit higher. Whatever he thinks is most funny. Point.
Fiona smirks. Yeah, no.
Don't blame you.
That actually. Because
They might think it's ours.
got it. Okay.
They're zealous.
They
Yes.
do not. They are not people you want doubting your innocence.
Right. Understood.
All right, cool. We can do
Yeah.
that.
Generally speaking, you could.
Yeah.
Lantern puts the scroll of animate dead in the jar already labeled evil.
That word.
Burning seems like a good way to get rid of everything.
Yep.
The other 5 scrolls, the unmagical ring, the fine paper, and the spellbook ink, all the gold, and then the gambling or the cards and dice. Yep. Yes, and I'm pretty sure that is spell ink. Right? Oh, excellent.
Right.
Fiona will gather up the rest of the stuff, including the gold. Now I'm just going to add to the funds. Doop. Yes,
Funny
no, we
about
were
that.
taking a day off.
Yes.
Maybe a few.
Yes.
Yes. Well, at least enough time to do the bathhouse and probably have a couple of 1,000 drinks.
Oh, Lantern here has already suggested we have a party day, so.
It's important to party sometimes, otherwise you go crazy.
Mhm.
I say, you burn the evil stuff, clean up, and relax.
Yeah, I think the bathhouse. I think burn the evil bathhouse, and then we figure out what's next.
Oh, I am going to soak underwater for hours.
I think we're leaving as we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discussing our choices.
And where the hell do we just where the hell do we want to go to burn this shit?
Probably outside the city limits.
I know a pretty good place that people don't look at very much. That might be the place to do it. I made
Sure.
jam there.
Okay.
All right, that works for me.
Didn't Vellos
I would
go
love to
find
see
her?
where it is you made jam.
Yes, me too.
Vellos
Something to
did
burn.
find her. Vellos knows exactly where she's talking about.
Yeah, assuming that place is relatively secluded, sure, that'll work.
It is secluded enough. It's by like a creek or some other place where one might hypothetically get water from, but it's not well trafficked. And it's a little ways out of town, but not so far out that it's super far out of town. Yes. Well, yeah, because the fountains.
Aquabats?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then, of course, there were the Holocaust, which was heated water under the floors.
Hypocaust. You said Holocaust.
Yeah.
That's something
I
else.
thought it was. Oh, okay.
No, it's a
Okay.
I do know what you're talking about. That's a hypocaust, which is an important
Okay.
part of the Roman therme if you're a nerd like me.
Okay. I am
Well-
not a huge Roman nerd, just fascinated by it.
All right. So, as we're going to burn the things, so we've got all these spell scrolls. Are there any that we want to sell?
Let's look at them here again.
Let's see. We've got Garble, 2 spell scrolls for Alarm, spell scroll for Sleep, Cheater's Caution, and then 1 second level spell of Invisibility.
Now, I've actually got the spell invisibility, but having a scroll with it is not a bad idea.
Yeah, we could definitely keep that one. That's kind of a higher level one,
Yeah.
being second.
Yeah.
Invisibility is just useful.
It is. We should remember to use it more often.
Huh.
Um,
Cheater's Caution is interesting.
yeah. I mean, that one can come in handy, although it wouldn't be a standard. Yes. Sleep, of course, can always come in handy, as can Alarm.
This alarm spell reminds me of the glyphs that we found in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actual spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it lasts for 8 hours. So I guess this would be useful if we were to say go to a dungeon. We can alarm the cart or the wagon.
That's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, because it lasts for 8 hours. Sometimes the dungeon can last for longer than that. But this would let us know if within the first 8 hours we're in a dungeon if someone messes with our stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes.
Alright, so we'll keep the invisibility and alarm. Do we want to both the alarms? Do we want to keep sleep or cheater's caution?
Well, I don't think anybody has either of the two spells.
Do we want to keep garble?
What does that do?
I think that one is in the Delvers. Yeah. Words spoken by creatures in a 20-foot radius around you sound like gibberish outside the radius. So,
Garble.
Huh. Excuse me. That's interesting.
Where are you seeing garble on what we got? Or did we get it somewhere else?
we got it from like the first dungeon.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I'd
just
forgotten.
consolidating all the scrolls together.
I'd just forgotten that, and I'm looking at what we had gotten this time, and I'm going, I don't see garble.
No, Garble's one we've already had.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just like, if we're maybe selling scrolls, do we want to sell Garble or any others? 'Cause if we're selling one, we might as well sell anything we want to sell. So don't make
I
multiple
don't
trips to
know
the
that we're going to be using garble in the near future. Do we what now?
Yes.
That's the plan. You can see a place that Lantern has made a couple of campfires before at this point. You can tell that she, much like a good druid, is very good at extinguishing the entire site and burying the ashes. And you know, without her saying anything or you having to ask, that she did so using mold earth. But I may be the only one who's using it as a pancake nexus. Lantern prepares a nice big fire pit to get things nice and hot with.
Yeah, we want these totally destroyed.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
She probably asks specifically for Vellos' help getting it set up because he is a forge guy, and forges you need to get really damn hot.
Yeah, well, he would happily lend his help. He's more than eager to get rid of this This, yeah.
No, it was basically that.
Yeah, pretty
Yep.
much.
Yeah, I don't really want to become a skeleton dragon.
No.
No.
As bitching as that would look on a t-shirt, totally agreed.
That would be pretty bitchin' on a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Can't deny that, but rather not experience it.
Seems fair to me. Does Vellos pay taxes? So you're saying that if you were a skeleton and buying these things, you wouldn't have to pay tax?
I don't think skeletons buy things.
I don't think it would be buying at that point.
Well, that's the thing. If it's just that they are not buying anything, then they're clearly not immune to tax, and it isn't even a benefit. God.
Well,
Big Hammer?
yeah, Vellos has his Smithy's friend. He is more than eager to smash it into dust. Yeah, just find a flat surface for it, place it, smash.
Especially since it's very hot, and that causes it to probably not be as sturdy.
Doesn't hold up too great.
Yeah.
Velos's helmet probably has a visor or something. I'm not actually sure what is. Yeah, that is. Glad that.
So we,
I don't know. We had 2 clerics present. This seems about as above board as we could have done without actually going to the guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We did kind of shoot the holy symbol to death in the dead of night, I guess.
so we got about 2K gold out of that. Do we want to each take 100 and put the rest in the wagon fund?
How much is in the wagon fund right now?
There was only 100 left over from the last shopping spree.
Okay,
Did
so now
kinda
we
drain it.
1,500.
Yeah, so we're at 21 total before splitting up what we got. We're at 2179.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we can each take 100, and that'll leave us with 1579 in the wagon fund.
I thought
I'm down.
reasonable. If
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all get to add 100 gold to your inventories.
Yay!
Yay! Right?
First, a trip to the bathhouse.
Oh, yes.
Yes, definitely number one.
Fiona will probably be going to a private room. She is filthy enough that after that dungeon that she does not want to go bathing with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that sounds like a good idea.
That's
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'll take that one out of the wagon funk, so it'll be easier to split that way.
Okay. Private.
I also imagine
Right,
there's
right.
sort of a relief in the guy's eyes knowing that he's not going to have to clean out the residue from the public bath that we would be putting into the public bath.
Yeah.
Like this way it's containerized.
It's in an isolated room.
Yep.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, Fiona wants to see exactly how bad all the fucking acid left her face. Fiona shrugs. Well, I ain't winning any beauty contests anymore.
But you might win look like a cool pirate contest.
Why do I want to look like a pirate? Those guys are for evil.
I saw them in a book once and they looked awesome. If they're evil, that's awful because they're very cool.
They like to steal things.
Why? You're not supposed to do that.
Exactly!
Blanchard looks deeply disheartened to learn that pirates, who are so very cool looking, are in fact the bad guys. Well, I suppose everyone has to learn sometime.
Yep.
Well, acid really does do a number on people's faces.
Mm. Dori's just going to kind of check it out and go, oh, well, fortunately, pretty was never something I was trying to be.
If you connect all of the dots that are on my face now, I think they make a cool pattern. Oh my god, it is a sailboat. But I don't have any paint, so I can't connect the dots of the sailboat, so instead I'm just gonna go take a bath. And with that, Lantern goes to sink up to her nose in the water like a crocodile.
Vellos is probably already fully submerged, or as submerged as he can get.
Yeah.
Vellos is probably already as submerged as he can get, if not fully submerged. Yeah, that's gonna get him to shoot right back up out of the water.
You okay, Vellos?
Bathing water probably doesn't taste good, does it?
Something like that.
Especially not after a bunch of combat.
Just remembering a lesson from my pops a little too late.
Whoops.
That does seem to be when we learn them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he feels like he needs to watch his mouth out with something now. That's fun. Oh, hell no. He did that once as a hatchling, never again.
See, that's why you just sit in the water up to your nose with your nose sticking out like a crocodile. Because then you get almost all of the advantages of being submersed in very, very hot water while also not breathing the water. Not breathing water, not just for people who can't breathe water anymore.
Oh dear.
Probably some muttered grumbling about missing the ocean right about now.
There is a 50-50 that Lantern completely falls asleep in the water because it is warm and comfy and she is relaxed after the big scary dungeon.
Yeah.
Dori's going to keep an eye on Lantern and make sure she doesn't fall under the water.
She seems to have a reflex for this. And you may at this point remember that a lot of Lantern's stories from before she was a Delver seem to involve hanging around in underground rivers.
Ah.
That'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh yeah, they eat most of your hands when you reach in to catch them. But that's okay, because while they're eating your hand, you pull them out, and then you eat them, and that'll show them.
Okay.
This is the kind of story, by the way, that Dori would have heard quite a few of on the road. Some of them are missing way more than the fingers.
Well.
Because, boy, if there's one thing that a kobold in the wild is prone to do, it's touch the thing, even if it should not have been touched.
Yeah.
a lot
They
of the
don't
time,
learn.
and if it doesn't end up okay, there are a lot of other kobolds to take that kobold's place, and they will continue the legacy of never learning anything.
Do 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 do. Do we want to just relax tonight and spend tomorrow doing whatever?
Well, we
can
could do that, or we could start partying.
Well, I think that's kind of part of relaxing.
She's white. Yeah. Her eyes are gray, but she herself is white. AKA, she's not an albino.
Yeah. I say we find a place with good food. Just.
Drink.
Not this time.
Let's treat ourselves.
That's fine.
That sounds good.
Lantern is very excited to try the forbidden secret culinary delights that she has not yet experienced.
The ones known as expensive.
That is one of the kinds of food she has not yet experienced, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, but no, this is gonna be 5 silver a person.
We're looking
Yeah.
for some place that might serve a chop.
No.
Yeah, no,
5
that's
silver is
No, that's a good
going to
meal
one
there.
of those expensive steakhouses where they bring the cuts out so you can see them before they go cook them. Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
Elsa's diet would probably be mostly fish.
Yeah.
Lantern has had things that she would call steak before, but I do not know if other people would agree with her that they are steak.
Yeah.
Lantern, for one, would be inclined to agree with you. She would also argue that squirrel steak is a steak. Squirrels are red meat. Red meat's just mammals.
Yeah.
They're not technically they're eaten in the same way as red meat. They're not considered red meat, like culinarily. Are they? Yes. Boy, my foods teacher sold me a whole lot of bullshit in high school. Never mind.
Huh.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and Google is squirrel meat red meat.
Well, ostrich meat is red meat, according to Wikipedia.
Squirrel meat is generally considered a red meat due to its protein content and nutritional profile being similar to other red meats. So yes, squirrel steak.
Good to know.
Okay then.
The things you learn playing D&D.
Yes, it is. And you should have seen the ribs, folks.
That's already small even before it loses moisture from cooking.
Yeah.
You know, you got your steaks for hearty appetites, and then you got your steaks for the light eaters.
And actually, pork is considered a red meat.
That's because
No.
there was a catchphrase from the pork marketing board back in the 90s that was pork, the other white meat.
Yeah.
But that
They
was a
were trying to
marketing
make it
slogan.
sound
That's not actually a thing.
Yeah. That was a marketing thing. And apparently, the classification of red versus white is the presence of myoglobin.
Huh.
So,
You got my globin in your meat?
uh-oh.
Oh no. Well, you can always just repaint them.
Fair enough.
Yay, paint.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Neither didn't paint the other eyes either, so.
Yep. Yes.
Let's
Well, you don't want me asking anybody.
Lantern is willing to just follow her nose. Lantern is wearing the very nicest clothes of the clothes that Dori selected for her, but nice is, again, circumstantial and down to Lantern's opinion. In this case, it means it is the bright reddest.
Vellos wouldn't actually know about dress codes, I think.
Bruno would as well, just due to Dori, probably, but still.
Yes, that's true. Bruno will have a nice. Guys, if we're going someplace fancy, we got to dress fancy.
Is this not fancy? What's fancy look like?
Fiona pouts.
Yeah, I know. I'm. That's going to be the question. First off, does everybody have fancy? And second of all, can I get you into them?
I
I
do
have
not
all
have
of the clothing that you
fancy.
helped me get.
I very much doubt I have anything fancy, whatever the hell that means.
Yeah.
I'd need to get myself a set of magical clothing that mends itself when it gets damaged.
Actually, Dori has 3 costumes and a disguise kit. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, does Dori have proficiency with that disguise kit?
She doesn't have. I don't think she has proficiency. Hang on, let me look that up.
Then let Bruno you deal with that part of it.
Oh,
Bruno has proficiency with the disguise kit.
Go figure.
yeah.
Good for Bruno.
Yep. She doesn't have a. She doesn't have proficiency in it. Look nicer.
At this one festival I went to, people had their faces painted like tigers and stuff. Is this the same kind of thing you would use to do that?
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Same
Can
category,
she hobble,
different type.
can she hobble together, making everybody's basically traveler ruggeds look a little more stylish? I mean, she's going to. Okay. She definitely tells Thorn to wear his jacket with the skull on it, because that's stylish.
Thorn would 100% do that as soon as he
Yes.
possibly could.
He has never been so excited to take a suggestion in his life.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess the rest of us are gonna need to go clothes shopping with you, Dori.
It does sound that way, doesn't it?
To the
Yeah.
tailors!
As Bruno just slouches forward.
Dori puts her arm around his neck. She's not actually putting any pressure, but she's just kind of smiling at him.
This is good to have. If we live long enough to be really good, successful, famous delvers, we might get invited to fancy parties.
We might need to infiltrate a fancy party someday.
You said infiltrate and fancy party in the same sentence, so Lantern is now enchanted.
Why would we? Never mind. Let's one thing at a time.
I mean, why wouldn't we? That's an amazing thought. I hadn't even considered that.
And we can probably get directions to a nice restaurant from the place where we're going to get nice clothing.
At least Dori and Lantern do, clearly.
Fiona just wants to beat up monsters.
Fellows. Ha!
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they've actually made a heist movie wherein someone, as part of the heist, turns into a chipmunk.
I mean, Honor Among Thieves comes kind of close.
I was thinking that myself. There's a certain amount of heisting there.
That is,
Yeah.
it was.
And what's her name didn't turn into a I don't think she
No,
turned
she's
into
mostly
a chipmunk. Yeah.
as we're wont to
Okay.
do.
Okay. Everybody to the clothing store.
Yep.
Warren can actually get away without buying anything.
Thank the gods.
This is going to be a new experience for me. Huh.
And Bruno looks like he's walking to the gallows.
Yeah.
Lantern is skipping, like, to keep up with Dori and the rest of you all long-legged bastards, but also just out of excitement, because we're going on a special trip now.
A family trip.
Yeah, more or less.
Hey, this is one way to unwind.
Yes, everybody groaning over what Dori's not going to make everybody go through much. She's just going to pick out outfits and put people in them.
Fiona is going to go over to Thorn and go, "Can you help me find something from the broken world?"
Oh, yes. All that stuff is awesome.
Thanks.
I'll help you look.
Excellent, thank you.
Pity I doubt
Basically,
anything.
this is her way of getting out of fancy clothes shopping. Let's just find something comfortable from the broken world.
Dori's not actually trying to get anybody really super fancy. She's looking for things that are nice, that will get them seated in a nice restaurant that won't have her probably running away from. Yeah.
Fiona's goal is to not have to wear 4 different sets of clothes to try to find one that looks good.
Yes. Dori is well aware of the fact that the party's attitude towards clothes shopping is, "Oh my God, why, Dori?"
Well, Lanterns is better than that, because she's more like She's more like a 12-year-old girl who recently discovered the joy of Claire's, or one of those other stores that was basically designed to sell sparkly crap to 12-year-olds.
Yes.
This is literally
Yes.
a new experience for Vellos, so he's not dreading it.
No, it's Bruno's actions change that.
There's basically Thorn, who's indifferent. Fiona and Bruno are like, fuck this. Vellos is like, this is new. And Lantern's just like, yes, 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 yes!
Yes. And Dori
We
is
are-
like, okay, I'm corralling people here.
I'd say herding cats, but we don't actually have a cat in the group.
No, but it's about the equivalent, yes. We find an appropriate store. Yeah. Yeah. And Dori is just yeah. Yes. Dori's going to go up to the tailor in the shop that they pick, or the salesperson in the shop that they pick, and say, we all need to be dressed for a nice night out on the town. Thorn's got himself together there. Everybody else just needs to look nice. Can you help me, please? Well, we're mostly looking for a really nice restaurant. And frankly, if you've got tips, that would be wonderful. And somehow I have to get these people clothed for it.
Lantern is standing near. Nobody picked this up, looking at just the most floral dresses possible, with a look of gleaming sparkles in her eye. There's
Yes.
one that has colorful artificial silk or satin flowers on it that has enraptured her attention 100%. Probably chintz instead of silk or satin, but it's designed to imitate a silk rose.
Yes.
Yeah, Lantern isn't my problem child here.
Fiona would already be trying to find anything broken world.
Yeah, Dori
Someone would be
kind of
helping her.
yeah, Dori's kind of looking over at Fiona and Bruno going, oh dear. and looking at Vellos and hoping she can find something big enough for him.
Yeah, the giant wings on his back. as Vellos is looking over stuff and being very confused, like, how the fuck am I supposed to wear this? Where do my wings go?
Well,
Is that just a straight roll for me, or am I rolling with advantage because Thorn is helping?
Yeah, I'm helping her look for broken world clothing.
Alright, I'll roll another one. It's just a d20 for me. Oh,
Ooh,
that's a
first roll is
12.
better.
Yep.
Alright. No, Dori is busy talking to the tailor, so Fiona quickly went off on her own to find something with Thorn's help. It's like the suitor. Why do I have to be so short? This is the one time I'm regretting being short. Mm.
You know, you can make that work.
Lantern is definitely looking at christening dresses for little girls and shit. She's definitely not looking at actual grown-up clothes. She is experiencing the delight of a girl who can still shop in the petites.
Your size.
Fully capable. I said that the ones she's looking at. She's looking at a lot of ones with artificial flowers on them.
Yeah. Dori kind of nudges her towards the more adult flowery clothing.
She looks slightly saddened by them.
No, with floral. She's looking for the floral patterns, you know. She'll point out a pretty pattern or a pretty embellishment.
But this one just fully looks like a tulip.
Hey, Lantern? Dori looks at it and says, hey, Lantern, the goal for today is to get seated in a nice restaurant.
You're right. I was just looking at them based on how pretty they were. You're right. This is a project. Okay.
Now, but there's no reason you can't get both.
She looks skeptical, but willing to listen.
Oh Lord.
I mean, there's this dress, the bright, shiny one, that is for when you want to go party. And then there's this one that's for the stuffier, but really good food.
Lantern, she puts in a great deal more consideration and starts looking at them very seriously. And eventually she gets something that I would describe as flouncy, but not to the point that you won't get seated at a restaurant.
Dori gives her thumbs up.
Like, it's not something you would wear if you want to present yourself as a mature businesswoman, but if what you're trying to do is dress well enough that you're going to get into the Outback Steakhouse, then...
Yeah, exactly. Dori's not even trying for professional businesswoman for Lantern.
Exactly. That would be a losing argument with anyone in this party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dori could probably get away with it if she wanted to, which she really doesn't, because, you know, professional business person is kind of boring. You know, professional artist is where Dori would be going. Okay. So, has Fiona found something that she likes yet?
Fiona is just looking at all these oversized Broken World shirts and going. She has a look on her face that's trying to determine if any of these are worth turning into a dress.
For the moment, Dori's going to leave her considering that and turn around to Bruno and Vellos. And actually, she's going to leave Bruno to the last because she's pretty sure she can bully Bruno into whatever she thinks he should wear.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay, so we've got to get something for Vellos, which means we need to get something sized for Vellos to start with. And she's going to look at, but does it have wing holes in it? Yeah. She looks over at the sales clerk. How long would it take to tailor wing hole in whichever outfit that Vellos picks out so that it looks nice? I mean, I could rip them open, but you know. Well, yeah, exactly. Okay, Vellos, I am going to put you in this gentleman's hands.
Okay,
Okay? He's
sure.
going to take good care of you. And she looks over at the clerk and says, good care of him, right? Excellent. Bruno,
Fine.
come on. And knowing that Bruno prefers things comfortable
And simple.
and simple, I'm not going to let you go in a simple cleric's robe. I know that's your favorite clothing,
Mm,
but we need something a little bit nicer. He could. That's it. Well, that's it. Can you get it just a little bit dressed? The standard cleric's robe that he wears all the time, the homespun and all of that, is just not going to cut it. But, something that's a little nicer, that's all we have to do is something that's a little bit nicer, a little bit more, that looks like you've been a cleric for more than 30 seconds. That looks like you might actually go into a church and be recognized as a cleric.
how would I go into a church? I'm perfectly happy in the gambling dens.
Yes, but yeah,
Exactly.
understood. But we're trying to get seated in a nice restaurant. See, remember, this has a purpose. I'm not just trying to put you into fancy clothes. All of you said fancy restaurant, so I'm trying to get us all dressed to go to the fancy restaurant.
I'm just saying, Lantern got this. You guys should get this.
Uh,
Possums are that big.
um, probably something nice, but not like flashy, so to speak. He's yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I have submitted the outfit that Lantern eventually chooses.
Perfect.
It is a ribbon with artificial flowers on it, and yes, it is sold separately, and she will be purchasing it separately. Thank you.
Yes. Love it. Love it.
That is amazing.
Yep.
It's great though, because any color that you wear will get reflected 1,000,000 times in your scales and it will look 1,000,000 times more colorful.
Yeah, he's noticing this. Like, huh.
I don't know. I could
Dori
see
will
him rocking
occasionally
like an
look
emerald
over.
green or a sapphire blue. I think jewel tones would work great for him. That is true. Those colors of dyes are.
Yeah, really rich dyes like that would be.
Yeah. I don't think anybody wants to spend that kind of money.
Yeah, we're not
No.
going to like a royal party or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably more difficult to tailor into dragon wearable clothing too.
Yes, I would think so.
That's yeah, but that's not an insignificant
No.
fan.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Vellos is Vellos may be starting to realize why his folks. One of the reasons why his folks always had relatively simple clothing.
Yes. It is easier to engineer it.
Across the tailor shop, Lantern is firmly advocating to Fiona that she should absolutely buy that T-shirt with the skull with the snakes coming out of it, and put a belt around the waist and call it a dress.
Yeah, but it won't sit right on my shoulders.
Oh, you're right. I hadn't thought about shoulders.
Yeah, that's the problem when the clothes are all that much larger. I would have to get everything tailored. And at that point, you might as well go with a solid tone because you're going to be dealing with the pattern too. Fiona is still muttering to herself. Yeah. Well, Thorn, it doesn't look like any of the broken will clothing will either A, fit me, or in the designs that will, or something I'd want to wear.
It's so disappointing because these clothes are so cool.
Right?
They're
But
really cool.
I really don't need to wear a shirt that has puppies with a red hat and a blue hat, and I have no idea what that last one is, but
But maybe you can get it as loungewear.
Right? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Rude.
Velos, meanwhile, is being very
That is a
patient.
3.
Oh,
My
no.
rolls just keep going
Great.
down. They keep having.
Oh,
Oh
no.
god.
Yes.
Okay. So, one more roll.
Unless you feel luckier than I do.
I don't know. I could roll a nat 1. It is possible to go lower.
We both have a flat roll.
Fair.
Oh.
19!
All
Much better.
right.
Yep.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay! Oh. Yes. At this point, there's a whole bunch of children's clothes that have no interest to her. She's got nothing to lose.
She'll pull anything out at this point.
Ooh. Thorn! Thorn!
What?
Look! And she'll hold it up.
And his head pops up with like 7 shirts hooked on his antlers. Oh my god! It's something that fits!
And it's not marketed towards children!
That's
Dori
fantastic!
claps. Excellent.
Now I just gotta find some pants to go with it, but I can use any pants for that.
Nice pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiona
This
might
is an
pick up
absolute
one
win.
pair of nicer pants that aren't travel worn just to keep Dori happy because she's over
off
her
some
shoulder.
khakis just in case.
Yeah. These will be the ones that stay on the wagon. These do not come into the dungeon. These will be strictly town clothes.
That's not a bad idea for all of us to do, Dori will say.
Oh, this would not be a good outfit to wear out in the woods.
No.
You would get attacked by bees, probably, for one thing.
Yes. Closure? Um, I think
He
that'd
can't
be
look like a rent boy.
the
I
fuck?
said he can't look like a rent boy. As long as that's understood and it works, I'm cool with it. And you're cool with it, Vellos.
What the heck's a rent boy?
A male sex worker.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. Just making sure. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, that's excellent. That would look lovely. Yeah. Dori is all for those. Dori
He's
tells
not
you, "You'll
actually
look
wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Need the same amount of clothing."
You are less likely to get nicks and tears on random brickwork.
Yeah.
That should be fine.
Excellent. Okay.
Sure. No problem.
And
Can we put aside a couple of things we'd like to purchase so we don't have to carry them around while we're out waiting? Lantern does, in fact, put aside a flowery dress and flowery headpiece.
Fiona brings over her broken world shirt that she managed to find. What do the unintelligible symbols look like? Yeah.
yes. It does look nice, yes.
Very fair.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that because I've drawn a shitload of dragons.
Yes.
I've never been able to unsee that ever since I first noticed.
Yep.
I never did unsee it. I used it as a guide for drawing fucking dragons.
Woohoo!
We're just coming back to buy them later.
Okay.
Deducting 5 silver.
We didn't take a
Makes
Okay.
sense. While our characters are taking a break, we might as well take a break also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Break.
Yep.
Break.
I will be back.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you in a bit. Woohoo!
Actually, when she comes back, Dori is going to take a look through the Broken World shirts as well. Not, yeah, no skeletons. Okay. What kind of patterns or Mhm. Um, really sure. Something that appeals to her as cool, something colorful. As I said, no skeletons, no.
Dori is not looking for a death metal t-shirt.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Dori's not looking for,
Mhm.
you know, and that's Dori's all for him doing that. She just doesn't want it. I mean, she wants something colorful.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
So those two numbers are just gibberish.
That's cool.
I like the way the second one just kind of goes to a point and then slashes back down.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
I bet it's ancient runes.
It probably is some form of rune.
It probably means good fortune.
I just think it looks cool.
Maybe it just means shirt.
Simple, straightforward.
Yeah. Well,
Not
the
a
other
bad
one's
idea.
kinda curvy. Yeah. Something cheerful. Oh, she likes whimsy. Yeah. Absolute. That's perfect. That's fine.
This is for fancy going out purposes. You can spend
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah. And spend a little.
Everybody
extra.
needs one nice suit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do we find a nicer set of robes for Bruno? Or do we have to put him in? Okay. Yeah.
Possibly in the hour that we're wandering around waiting for the tailor.
That's true.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, not the tuxedos and such. Yeah.
But how much would I be spending on my hairpiece and dress ensemble? I will take 7 silver out of my inventory.
hmm
Fair enough.
Yep.
Or so you said about would it be about 5 silver for mine, or is okay? Just confirming that it being robes wasn't changing it. Why? No, not unless I actually need it.
Barasta.
True.
How much is Vellos' modified stuff gonna cost him? Okay. Fair enough. Oh, that looks awesome.
Very nice.
Nice and shiny.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
He is a shiny boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
All dressed
You
up
went
to
out
the
no
nines.
longer.
Oh, right, we were.
All dressed up to the easily 6.5s.
Yes.
We were gonna ask Taylor's recommendations
Yes.
for places to eat.
That's
Okay.
Molecular gastronomy. Molecular gastronomy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Lantern would love to try the wizard restaurant.
Dori's cool with it. Dori's pretty much cool with anything. She doesn't actually care.
Dori wants to have a nice night out on the town in her fancy new Broken World shirt with her cool friends.
Dori pretty much just wants to spend time with her friends. Azaratos. Okay.
oh.
Of course not.
Huh, neat name.
Right?
Well, that's perfect. That's what we want.
Fine by me.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely an experience, all right.
Yep.
Vellos looks deeply confused.
Lantern looks deeply
Maybe.
excited.
He took them all right. We had no input.
Apparently not. This should be
That-
wild.
That's unusual, right?
Lantern's
Yeah.
sniffing at the air, trying to get some idea of what's going to be served.
Dori
Well-
is almost bouncing. This is cool.
We
She
certainly
just hopes
picked the most interesting of
Yeah.
the places.
Worst comes to worst, we stop someplace else and get something to actually eat when we're finished. But it's still fun.
Broccoli.
Vegetables entirely.
Hmm. I'm trying to think. There's so many to choose from.
Yes.
Salmon with a broccoli side and a hollandaise sauce.
Oh, her most favorite? Oh.
Lucky.
I wouldn't count on
Oh.
it.
Oh dear.
That'll do it.
I actually have to think about that. Yeah, so like something on the rustic end. Like maybe like a good pot roast with all of the fixings in a nice broth laid over and kind of like almost like a pot roast soupy stew kind of deal.
Lantern is very excited because she did not know that she had an order written on her face, but it is the only thing she can surmise. Maybe that the pockmarks left by the acid do actually read some sort of glyph in a foreign language.
Then
Huh. Oh, he's
I wouldn't say this table is 100% confused. It sounds like Dori and Lantern are both jazzed as hell.
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, fancy. I'm sure.
Of course it will.
Well, that's good at least.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, good. Probably from the more expensive day wines, but affordable.
Cool.
Oh,
Well, can't say I'm
that's
surprised.
interesting.
Wow, you even found the extra bit that would make it worse. I despise soup.
Oh no. Poor Bruno.
Bruno's looking at this like it is. What poison have you put in front of me? Is the look on his face.
Ooh. Definitely not something you expected to get in a fancy restaurant. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Wow.
Yes.
Lantern looks pleased with her order, but noticing Bruno and his level of disgust and horror at his food, she leans in and whispers, "Brother in Verasta, your thing looks delicious, but you look very mad about it. Would you like to eat this instead, and I will instead eat yours?"
Okay.
She happily trades plates with Bruno.
Well, it's pretty much. The thing is, I just picked a random fish. If it's tuna, I'll be better because I do like tuna fish sandwiches. But that's about the only. Yeah, no, I'm not expecting.
But on the
Yeah,
other hand, you presumably have whatever the side dish is instead of the broccoli soup, and there is no hollandaise in play.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
No,
if it
you
resembled
get
what Lantern's diet back home was, it would have a lot more bugs in it. She ate a lot of fish and mushrooms, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Average dish would probably be like French peasant food, I would think. You know, Alamein. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has
Apparently-
been something less dislikable than what he was served.
What was that dice? I couldn't hear you over. Yeah.
Fiona is very happily enjoying hers.
So is Dori.
Lantern is enjoying Bruno's with the intensity of focus that you can tell she's trying to figure out how to pirate this soup.
Vellos looked momentarily disappointed to see fish, but it's at least a variety he likes, so he's digging in. He was hoping to expand his palate some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, his vote would have been the steakhouse, but we never really sent it to a vote.
Noticing his mildish disappointment, Dori will ask if he'd like to try her ratatouille.
Sure, I'd love to.
Dori will put a nice size piece. Well, you know. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, a lot of thinly sliced vegetables.
Very colorful.
Yes.
I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back. You got a fish dish.
Ooh, fish dish. We like fish. I love fish.
It's a good thing that Lantern isn't the one who got a 1 rolled on her because she doesn't dislike any food. She hasn't, like, so far she's tried one food she didn't like very much, and it was her experimental cooking of spider chickens.
If it's not edible, then Lantern doesn't like
Oh,
Oh no!
I still don't know
Ooh.
that she wouldn't have enjoyed it. She loves all food she's encountered. That does not mean she won't happily mix them. Perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lantern is like, I mean, saying she's red faced is not new information given that her face is colored red. But she's clearly like, one glass of the wine is clearly enough for Lantern. Oh no, she's not drinking like the equivalent of 5 cups of various mixed meads, whiskeys, and ales.
Right?
She's having maybe up to 1.5 cups of wine. No.
No, that would oof.
Fiona would offer to let other people try her dish. Though it's a little harder to share since it's more stewy than platey.
Dori will try a bite.
Yeah.
You had
Don't worry,
lantern at Would You Like to Taste This?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
My bitchin' lightning bolt shirt.
Love the death metal t-shirt.
I love it.
But no, Dori, the richness. It's how you know you're getting the carbs you need for a full day out in the fields.
They got this turnip really soft. They must have been cooking this for a long time.
Yeah.
All the flavors melded really nicely. She mutters something in Draconic to herself, and I want you to know right now it is all very technical cooking terms.
Vellos isn't even gonna try.
Which Lantern is also good at.
Yes.
Oh no.
She will.
Wild magic for cooking. Oh no.
Oh boy. I would imagine, yeah.
Lantern has not tried to truly impress anyone with her cooking yet because she is still fairly new to it. But as she gets more comfortable, she's definitely going to put y'all in a situation at least once.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
How much is this experience setting us back?
7 silver heads.
7 silver. Okay.
No.
Excellent.
That's 7 for everyone or total? Or 7
Each.
Her.
Okay, 7 each. Okay.
Oh yeah.
7 gold? Or am I
Silver.
okay? Yeah, it's I misheard and wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Aw.
No.
Yeah.
I will tell you, Vellos, if you want to keep one of your scales, you're gonna have to pull it off yourself and put it in your stuff. If one falls off and she sees it, she takes it. Don't worry about it. Once we get through all this meat, it'll all be coming clear.
I'm kind of
Oh,
curious
dear.
too.
She's making something.
Oh, dear.
Hey, right now, she only has half as much as it would take because she's by this point drunk and fed you guys about half.
Closer to probably get
Either way, I'm just saying, you guys may have noticed at this point that a lot of the meals you can kind of taste some meat in.
taste.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, if
Yeah.
anybody did not feel that they had enough wine, then Lantern does offer, if we wanted to party down, she does have meat.
Thorn would be down.
Dori's feeling just very mellow between the food and the wine and the company. She's feeling pretty content right now. She'll continue hanging out with y'all.
Well, you don't
Oh,
have
I
to
like
drink the
Fiona
mead,
down.
but if you do want to hang out, you should play music, and then we could dance.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Dori's eyes just light up.
Well, we have at least 2 musicians in the group.
Yes.
And
Dori
Lantern
pulls out
has the
her-
refreshments.
Dori pulls out her lute and goes, "First off, do I have any requests other than just dance music?"
We should probably find some place where we're
Oh,
not going to.
I think we
Okay.
would probably move this party to the same general area we burned evil in. Just because, again, if what we're doing is we're hanging out, having a campfire, having a little party, we probably don't want to do that in the parking lot.
Probably.
I can roll it. $71.
What are the people hanging out there doing?
Probably a local hangout spot.
Probably. Well, do we want to stay here? If we do, I'll go up and ask them if they mind if we play some music.
We can move further out too. No, there's plenty of woods.
This is true. Yep. Dori will follow along. She grabbed, in addition to her lute, she also grabbed her drum.
Lantern brings roughly a gallon of mead, potentially in jars, potentially just in a bucket.
It's a lot.
If a skin can hold up to a gallon, she brings a giant water skin full of mead.
Nope.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yes. As long as people are interested in dancing, Dori will play lively dance music.
Fiona would be very interested in anything lively.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Vellos will be Vellos will be providing a drum accompaniment for Dori.
okay.
Lantern has absolutely no idea how to dance, but boy, you cannot say she doesn't dance. Okay, I do not have proficiency in that, as one might assume. I know I'm checking to see what bonuses I got to apply. Also, my little kobold, I'm not good at it. Point.
Yeah.
I fucked that up. Oh, shit, that's a 22.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Lantern.
Y'all can
It's
see how
because it's really
badly
swishy.
you can all see how badly Fiona dances. She
Oh,
cannot dance. Yes.
dear.
7.
Nope.
Well, Lantern tears up the floor. Fiona is not that good at it at all.
Dori will get up after a bit. Yeah, and after a certain amount of probably a drink or two of mead, Dori will get up and try to dance while playing. Performance? Performance? This should be entertaining. 22. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeehaw.
Yay!
Nice.
We love it. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Woohoo!
Sweet.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
We'll get
Awesome.
there. Yeah. It probably just. I'm not sure actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. The shield looks awesome. Fair enough.
Ooh.
That is pretty.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Alright. I'm actually half decent at those.
Constitution.
Dori's not drinking hard, but she rolled a 19.
Oh.
Oh no, Thorn!
Oh
Oh no.
no!
Doesn't matter how good I am, that does not help a 1.
Oh,
No.
oh no. Oh no.
Thorn gets hit like a truck.
I feel like Thorn has consumed a large volume of that gallon of mead.
I would
Yeah,
say
it's probably
so.
mostly been him.
You just
Having no difficulty dancing straight, though. I'm fucking cutting the rug. Except that there's no rug.
Since it's only the 2 clerics, Fiona's gonna look at them and go, "You guys are cheating." I knows it.
So he's face down, like his head is fully on the ground, right? That's great news because Lantern is not very tall, you see, and she is drunk with a 15 on that con save. And
Yes.
she is 100% while he is unconscious, decorating the shit out of his antlers with wildflowers, grasses, anything she can tie on there. Like, pretty much once she gets tired of dancing, she's sitting there with an expression of complete serenity on her face, like tying a fucking hollyhock to his horn.
Ugh. Yeah.
Well, you know, she assumed it was a big weird mushroom from the Broken World.
I hope he's camping here, because he's gonna be hard to get anywhere else if he's out for a count.
Yep, I'd say he's
Gonna need to carry him back.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's gonna have to
Yes.
be me.
Vellos. Have fun.
Bruno, you're gonna carry him back?
Well, maybe with Vellos' help, only due to size issues.
That's my point. Yeah,
I
But you're
forgot
like-
to take size issues into
half
account.
his size, maybe a little better, but
Okay.
Fiona drags Bruno over towards where Thorn is passed out. It's like he is like twice your size, dude. I don't think you're carrying anybody. No.
Well, not him or Vellos. Well, yeah, no. If they're both passed out, I'd probably have to be the one to carry one of them. But
Good luck
I
with that.
I don't know. Bruno, no offense. I don't know if you'd be able to get any part of them off the ground. They're so tall.
I'd be able to get parts of them off the ground. The question is,
No,
would I be able to
Bruno,
get
you don't
all of them
understand, Bruno. Bruno, you don't understand. Even
We can
if you
have this
put them
conversation
over
in the
your
morning.
shoulder, even if you put them over your shoulder, their head and their feet would still drag.
This
Speaking of
little
which,
fern, this little fern curls around this little knob of antler and this little fern. It's a fiddlehead. That's delicious. I'm gonna eat this fern. Okay, but this one goes on the other antler.
while this is happening, how viable is a fireman's carry for Vellos? 20, I think. Let me double check that.
No, if you lift him up, I can't reach anymore, and I only covered the one antler already.
You gotta let her make it balance.
He has a whole other antler.
Let her finish. You
We need to
gotta let her
find-
finish.
We need to find rooms for the night.
Oh, Mr. Strong, you're gonna be so pretty.
Oh, babe, preserve me.
Dori,
yeah,
we're gonna have to show Thorn a mirror in the morning when he gets up. He's gonna
Oh.
love it.
I know it won't show color.
Oh, you can show all the pretty things.
Yes!
Pictures is making memories.
Wait, what? No, I'm
Going
still.
to take a picture of Thorn and,
Oh,
and show
man.
it to Fiona and Lantern.
Oh my god,
You're
that's
probably going to
exactly
get-
how he looks.
You're probably going to get Vellos in
Probably.
Oh.
She's not exactly pointing.
Yes.
I mean, she rolled a 19, so she's not terrible, but you know.
Oh my god.
That's perfect.
Of the drunk ones, she's the most sober.
Yes.
Uh,
That's a good way of putting it.
Bruno, you're on party hurting. That's
My god does not help me with this.
oh, you think mine does?
Yours would be more likely to. Yours would be more likely to join you, and whoever's doing the hurting. I will do that religion check.
I will say,
I will
Thor's not
do
doing
that
any
religion
checks.
check. I am proficient in religion. I'm
Dori,
aware.
Yeah.
I,
Case in point.
I think Vellos and Bruno are cheating with their healing magic. How are they still so?
Healing magic doesn't
Great.
prevent drunkenness. I don't think.
You're cheating.
Restoration might.
What the? As he just starts shaking his head. And he just starts shaking his head and like holding his hands to his temples, going, "No,
Joey,
that
that's
is not
totally
how that would
cheating.
go." Oh boy!
I think the rest of us might but drank too much. And
No.
and didn't dance.
Lantern walks over to Dori, hugs her leg, and says, "Oh, Dori, we drank exactly the right amount."
Yeah. The only one who
That's
drank
true.
too much was Thorn.
Yeah, Thorn might have drunk a little too much. But that's okay, because he's got us to take care of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Vellos to carry him.
Yeah.
Us to decorate him, and Vellos to carry him.
Vellos is so cool. He can carry so much stuff.
And Bruno looks like he's got fleas or something, the way he's shaking his head.
I bet if it rains on Vellos and you stand by Vellos, you don't even get wet in the rain because of the wings. That's so cool.
He has built-in umbrellas.
My
So
wings
cool.
are not umbrellas.
It could be if you open your heart.
Okay, let's get some more alcohol into me so that I don't have to do hurting.
Oh no, you don't! Don't try to tail whip.
As Bruno tries to go to more
Bruno,
alcohol.
join us.
It's a bit of column A, it's a bit of column B.
Vellos will try to slap that water skin out of your hand with his tail.
And Bruno will try to dodge it. Alright, so that's what? Okay. Fair
Both of
enough.
us.
Could have been worse. Did that with acrobatics, it would have been.
Yeah.
Did I fuck it up?
You did.
Yeah, damn it.
2DKL 120.
I don't even drink.
Neither do I. That's why I play the drunk characters.
How? How?
Oh.
Oh no, it still has fins too. Oh no.
Bruno, no fair. I want to fight the dragon.
No, you can't fight him. He's probably secretly a king. They get in you get in trouble if you fight secret kings. You're not allowed. You're not supposed to.
How are you supposed to know they're kings if they're secret?
That's why it's a risk. That's why you gotta keep your eyes open.
But no, Lantern. The secret kings have to be trained to defend themselves somehow. And that requires some fighting.
Well,
Bruno,
yeah.
You see Vellos slowly turn his head back to look at you with a very annoyed look on his face.
Fiona, think about it. Think
Yeah.
about it. He's really good at protecting himself. But one of the cool things we've seen him do is throw up so hard on a guy that he died. Do you really want to start? Do you really want to start a fight with a super awesome Seeker King who can do that?
But
Bruno
Lantern.
proceeds to spit Vellos' tail out of his mouth, and then goes back to attempting to drink because now he has to get the taste out of his mouth.
Yes, we'll try again to keep you from doing that.
But
It's not going to be the only mostly sober one here.
What if I hit him so hard, I make those pretty scales of his fly everywhere? Like it's already happened before when we
You
were doing
see
dungeons.
a moral quandary happen across the face of a kobold too drunk to process it.
Oh, the
Like-
guards are
like-
going to be laughing their asses off at this motley crew.
Like he might be a secret king.
Everything is so much more complicated than it is, Fiona.
That's okay, Lantern. That's okay. We
It'll
can handle the
simplify-
complications together.
and it'll simplify itself in the morning.
Oh, that's...
We can figure this out.
Mm.
Yeah.
Especially if I get to fight him.
This is what happens when this group gets drunk.
When most of this group
Fantastic.
gets drunk, because you aren't letting Bruno get more drunk. He needs to get that image out of his head.
It is around here that Lantern comes to two sort of realizations at once. One is that we're not fucking getting back to town.
Vel's is trying, but
The other thing she realizes is that if we aren't making it back to town, we should probably set up something here. So the absolute right thing to do, without question, is to turn away from the party and use mold earth to make a big hole.
what the...
Yes, she is.
Oh, fuck me. What the hell?
Oh!
No, no, Lantern, we're heading back to... No,
Lantern!
don't... Oh, no.
It's cool. We have a hole
we
now.
need lights around the hole so we don't fall in. So
Can we fill it with water and make a pool?
I don't know how to water.
I don't have water.
Oh.
No, he doesn't. He can't... He definitely can't do that while Fireman carrying freaking Thorn.
No, I used to all the before I lived in a cart, I lived in a hole. I used to do this all the time, and I'm real good at it.
Oh,
You are real good at digging holes. I have no.
you are very good at holes.
She
Very
seems attempts not to pitch
Thorn doesn't have to do
forward.
anything here. Thorn doesn't have to do anything here. He's just sleeping. Well, he doesn't know about that part yet.
Well, yeah, he's fucking mad styling now. You know,
Lantern.
You know what we
grass
need?
is stylish.
You know
What
what
do we need? What?
We need beads. We need beads. Uh-huh. So we can decorate Thorn properly.
You mean like braid them into his hair?
Oh, I was thinking of wrapping them around his antlers and
We're never getting into
draping
town, are we,
them
Bruno?
and
No.
maybe,
Bruno is
like,
still trying to
arms.
drink more alcohol.
and
I
maybe,
know.
like,
Lantern starts
Sorry.
going through her
Hey,
pockets
hey,
looking
we
for
don't,
something.
Yeah. What? What?
we don't have beads with us.
we'll have to make
You're
them.
right.
Make them
No,
I have
like
corks.
nuts and acorns.
I have
And
corks and buttons.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, buttons
we can
are
we can head back into town to get beads.
Can
well,
we?
we can make
Oh my
these.
god. I
What?
don't. All of my pokey things that I used to make stuff with is at the wagon.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Let's head back to the wagon, and we can.
Oh my god, and then I can get my pokey things to make stuff with.
Yes. And
Okay.
This is so
And
good.
we can
That's
find-
so smart.
maybe we can find things to make beads in town.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
sell beads in town.
They do.
I bet they have
They do.
bead stores.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Congratulations, you've managed to Pied Piper a group of drunk idiots out of the forest.
Oh, do you think we can get beads from the crystal? The crystal eye.
Oh, I bet they
Oh.
got beads made out of rocks. Like pretty ones, like the fancy.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm going to tell you
we
that if
gotta Vellos, we're stopping at the bead store. Why aren't you stopping at the bead store?
Yeah, we gotta go crystal eye.
Do you see who I'm carrying? I'm not carrying him
no,
across
he's
town.
right. We gotta put him in the cart so that he's in the cart.
Also, why haven't you been collecting a bunch of my scales, Lantern? Why don't you use those to decorate Thorn?
No, those are mine. Those are special. Those are mine.
You can't just ask her to give her up her stuff.
I'm gonna use those. I got an
We
idea.
can pull the ones you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
No, you can't just. That's rude. You can't just pull a guy's like stuff off of him. That's
No,
not
But I'm
nice.
asking
No,
him.
no,
I'm asking him to take them off.
I can fight them, and then they'll come off on their own.
They're not like clothing! They're attached to me! I have to get permission for them to fly off.
It's not.
I can punch you really hard.
Like if the pieces fall off of the friends, of course you can put them in your pocket, but you're not supposed to take pieces off of friends.
Okay.
Oh.
It's rude.
Okay. It's a shame. Well, I wasn't going to take them off. I was asking him to take them off.
By the way, Vellos, Lantern gives you a giant thumbs up and a wink, like she's very subtly casting. I got your back. I'm not gonna let them rip your scales off.
As subtle as the midday sun.
As subtle as a drunk kobold can manage. I am also going to tell you, if we do manage to make it back to the cart, Lantern, in the process of looking for her corks, passes out face first on her big pillow. Lantern is
is the
absolutely
question.
not making it back out of the cart.
Those is hoping that they'll pass out in the cart.
They've seen Delvers. They know exactly what the fuck is going on.
They're
Those
probably happy that we did the worst of it outside town.
Those just has like a grim look on his face.
Yes. No. Am I still drunk enough? Maybe I need more drinking.
Those is
should.
all but going to shove you into the cart with his tail, Bruno. I hope you know that.
Nobody has any idea. I don't think any of the rest of the team has paid attention to it because we've all been so drunk ourselves.
Look, right now, Vellos doesn't care. He's just pissed at Bruno because he left him to deal with all this shit.
Bruno will apologize, but he's going to say an image that needed to be removed came in, and I couldn't do anything else until that was removed. It's still there!
Dori, I think you're like my parents.
Why?
They're
Bruno,
such
You like your
good people, and you're so sweet.
once Vellos has put Thorn down in the cart, Bruno's getting thrown into the netting with the potatoes.
He's still
Sure, you're
trying to
just-
drink away the image.
Nobody
You're
will
just
be
always-
coming for the rest of that gallon of mead, so you basically have free reign of whatever's left.
During the cow. Is it enough for him to lose the image? Okay. Alright. I wonder what I just lost. No, it's that's fine. I'm hoping that. Damn it! I want to lose the image. I want a low, what I'm going to assume to be a low roll.
Damn, you are resisting that mead.
Marasa is deliberately fucking with you.
Oh, okay. So it's a 5.
There are now 3 drunks passed out at the cart.
Wait. Oh, that's right. Lantern went and passed herself out.
Face
Yeah.
first in a pillow the second the pillow was within range, yes.
Well, half of the party is passed out. Can we leave the trip to the Crystal Eye till tomorrow, please?
I guess it will be as fun if Lantern can't help pick out the beads.
Yeah, Lantern's good at now.
Right? She loves the shinies. The possum, right?
I will tell you that Lantern does not remember this, because right now she does not remember most things except for how bitchin' pillows are.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're all too drunk to get there anyway.
This maybe isn't a time thing.
Why do you think Vellos is desperate to get them to stay in the car? He does not want to be herding drunks around the city at night.
Especially a city full of show-offy magic people.
No.
You're not getting anywhere.
I
He's just gonna collapse on his sleeping bag, I guess.
You know what we need?
What?
We
I would
could
love-
need a big bed that we'd all fit in. All have
We
like
could.
a sleeping party.
A cuddle party.
A cuddle party.
Yes!
Yeah.
No, I think Vellos might be a little too pokey. He's got all those sharp scales and everything.
I bet he cuddles good. Let's see. You wanna jump on him and see how good he cuddles?
We should. Vellos!
All right.
Vellos! We're gonna
Hello?
cuddle you! Come
Wait,
here, Vellos!
what?
You gotta cuddle.
No.
And Dori jumps on him.
Oh, God.
Dori is not small.
Yeah, I think after he gets pounced on by Fiona and Dori, both of them kind of pass out.
The pounce might make Vellos pass out.
All of you wake up to the smell of coffee.
Oh, ambrosia.
And Bruno's
Vellos.
in the potatoes.
Vellos, did we
Uh.
do anything last night? Vellos, did
Oh,
anything happen last night?
Vellos, why am I in your bed?
the last
Yeah.
thing I remember is you two pouncing on me, rambling about wanting to cuddle or some shit. I don't remember more.
I think that means we all just kind of passed out.
All of you hear the excruciatingly loud noise of a small coffee cup being gently placed on the floor. This sound repeats, and when you look down, you will notice that Lantern, who also looks hungover, but maybe like she's already had a couple of cups of coffee, is bringing you all, balm and Gilead.
Ambrosia.
She's trying not to walk too loudly in bare feet on the dirt ground. Yes.
Hey, thank you, Lantern. Oh,
Oh, my head.
Your
that
head.
meat. That
Yeah.
meat is dangerous.
Breakfast is porridge because it's the quietest food.
Dice, how much of that meat is left after Bruno's?
That's that.
Oh, God. It.
By the way,
Bruno,
Thorn,
please stop yelling.
you are not light.
No. No, I'm not.
Oh, Thorn, we decorated you last night. And Dori will hand him the much worse for the wear picture sheet.
Oh my.
Thorn gets to see himself being
Oh,
fireman
no.
carried.
What did I do last night?
Drank too
Pass
much?
out.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't agree
Yeah.
to this?
No.
No, you were asleep by this time.
Oh.
I think I wanted to make sure that even though you didn't get a new outfit, you still got to be fancy, but I don't really remember my thought process.
Wow.
I remember I really wanted to fight Vellos.
Yeah, I had to. It was like herding drunk cats to get you all back to the wagon.
Vellos, you don't want to fight her.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
I am too hungover for this shit.
Maybe
Even
when
if
we're
you
both
were.
not fighting headaches.
Also, Bruno was no help at all.
Ow.
I don't yell.
You try to have the image of the spiteful sister helping someone throwing up.
What?
Huh?
That was my
What is wrong with you?
that. There's a reason I've tried to continue drinking last night.
You left me to deal with all this.
You guys all, again, as quietly as possible, wincing from the cacophonous noise that it makes. Each get a bowl of porridge. And like you see her put cream over the porridge in just as quietly as possible, like wincing and squinting at it as the liquid impacts the porridge. But each of you are given a somewhat shakily assembled bowl of porridge and as much coffee as you can get, up to 1 pot, because she ain't making more.
Thank you very much, Lantern.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lantern.
You're welcome. I'm going to go under the caravan and eat this in the dark. And she does.
Yeah. Oh, why is the sun so loud? It's just so loud.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and I'm his cleric. One of his clerics. Whatever.
Yeah,
That's a good place to end
That
for the
was-
night.
Yeah.
Right?
That was cathartic.
Sometimes you need it, everybody gets drunk party.
Yep.
You do.
Oh hell
When
yeah!
you dance with death, what else can you do?
Right? The three of us got to act ridiculously drunk.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yep.
I love how freaking Vellos wound up being the mother hen.
Yep.
Oh.
Just so you know, Velos, the idea of fighting you is now firmly in Fiona's head.
Oh, great. Well.
Frankly, the idea of decorating Thorn's antlers with beads is rather firmly planted in Dori's.
The idea of decorating anybody's antlers with anything is always going to be like you'll notice Lantern wears a horn decoration, so like,
Yeah.
why hasn't fashion caught up to her yet? That's her question.
Right?
True.
She probably hasn't figured out how to decorate Velos's fins.
It's more that she doesn't think they need decorating because they're already perfect and fantastic.
Oh God.
Oh no. Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
I mean, Dori has several up her ears, so.
Here's the thing. I don't know if Lantern is aware you didn't just come like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she would have like been paying enough attention to have ever seen you remove the piercing.
Well, Dori doesn't usually.
Well, there you go. Then the idea that they're removable has genuinely not occurred to her yet.
Just
Okay.
needs to meet more rabbits.
No, Dori sleeps in them.
I used to sleep in earrings back before it was discovered that I was allergic to every metal under the sun.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, pure gold, man.
Although Sterling can be a problem.
Literally the like hypoallergenic 24-karat gold earrings didn't matter. We get giant giant earlobe infections. It was fucking gross as hell. Don't
Ew.
recommend it. Devastating to be a child, like a girl child in the 90s with that problem. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would not be fun.